Hello fellow people, and today I'll be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Deluxe class Crankcase. So before we take a look at this figure, let's take a look at its packaging quickly. So obviously you have the side art, you have some of the art, that being his robot mode and vehicle mode. Looks pretty nice. You can also see the Decepticon side of the Legacy art, and you can see some product shots as well as this QR code. I'm gonna scan it, be right back. So looking at Crankcase's bio, and you can see the weird lighting effect is still in use, and he's a Decepticon from G1. He's a data collector and turns into an off-road vehicle. He's a trigger con, and he uses high-impact laser blasters, which can fire energon bolts that decimate targets with an explosive result. And he hates everyone and complains about everything, and makes everyone's life miserable because it brings him joy. Anyways, he has 8 in strength and firepower, as well as 6 in intelligence, and surprisingly, 3 in speed. So, now looking at Crankcase in his robot mode, and the painting sculpting on his figure is really good. So, he's a remold of Legacy Skids, which actually kind of surprised me when I first saw this figure. Anyways, so yeah, other than that, they actually did remold some new parts. They actually did make some new parts for him. For example, the shoulders, chest, head, and backpack are all new parts, and they did remold the legs to include clear plastic windows, as well as the canisters, and even a spare tire. I love the attention to detail. Anyways, and the color scheme is actually pretty nice. Blue and black always fit pretty well, and the color breakup with as you can see over here, it actually looks pretty good on this figure as well. Anyways, then we move on to accessories. So first off, oh frick, where did it go? Oh, there it is. His wrist-mounted blaster from Skids, as well as this car grill. So starting off with the wrist-mounted blaster, it's just a clear plastic reuse of this blaster from Skids. Anyways, and you can just plug in a blast effect since it is still Bluish compatible, and you can plug this onto either his hand or his wrist. And weapon storage is pretty simple. Just plug it onto his back, like so. Anyways, then we move on to the car grill, and the painting sculpting on this is really nice. I like how you can see they molded in the winch as well as a hook, and I like how they painted the headlights. Anyways, you can just take out this panel. It shows some siege ports, which you can do this. I love it. And you can just plug this onto his hand or wrist, just like the other blaster, or you can plug it onto his chest. Yeah, since this is mostly for the transformation, yeah, you can do that. And to be honest, with the car grill plugged onto his chest, it actually looks pretty cool. I dig this look. Not much else to say. Also, he has some shoulder. He also has shoulder cannons, as you can see right there. Unfortunately, they're not Bluish compatible. And the reason he has shoulder cannons is supposed to be a nod to his original toy. Since he was a trigger con, he had shoulder cannons that could activate in his robot mode or his vehicle mode. Sadly, this figure loses that gimmick in the vehicle mode, and these are kind of small compared to the original. Anyways, moving on to my problems. Yeah, it's not only that they missed the opportunity to make these Bluish compatible. For some reason, some parts of him are loose, like the chest. As you can see right there, the chest is kind of loose. It doesn't tab in properly, I meant. And so do the leg panels, as you can see right there. Yeah, they actually did fix some problems. For example, the back port. For some reason in Skids, it was ridiculously tight, but now you can actually plug in any weapon without any effort and take it out without any effort. Anyways, so yeah, that's basically all I have to say for my problems. Let's move on to visibility now, shall we? So he has a ball joint at the head. You can look up that far and down not so far. He has a full 360 at the arms. He has this weird joint due to its transformation, and he has a bicep swivel, and his arms can spread out that far. I forgot to mention that. as well as a 90-degree elbow bend, a wrist swivel, and yeah, basically this part is the same as the original figure, as the original Legacy Skids figure. He has a waist swivel, just like the original Legacy Skids figure, and basically if you already have that figure, the leg possibility is the same. You can kick that far and back that far. Thigh swivel, he has a 90-degree up knee bend, as well as an ankle pivot, and you can do a split, almost, due to the leg shaping. And yeah, that's basically about it for the visibility. It's kind of the same as Legacy Skids, though it's kind of more restricted due to the shaping of the shoulders. So other than that, let's move on to size comparisons now, shall we? So here we have compared next to the Piggy Duo. You think I'd forget them? And here we have compared next to Battle Class Shockwave. Again, did you think I'd forget him? And here we have compared next to another figure that's a rebuild of an Autobot, Prime Universe Knockout for Legacy. And here we have compared next to Animated Pearl, as well as another dark repaint, Copy Convoy. And here we have compared next to Legacy Skids. As you can see, they look pretty different, but you can kind of tell that this is a remold of this figure. I meant. And yeah, even the back, kind of. So yeah, that's basically it for the size comparisons. Let's just move on to this transformation now, shall we? I literally realized I forgot to make this comparison. So here we have for next to Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Crankcase. Yeah, I actually do have this figure. And yeah, not much else to say. Anyways, so yeah, and they're actually pretty similar in size. And fortunately, he has not really aged well. So yeah, other than that, let's actually move on to transformation. So the transformation is just kind of similar to Legacy Skids. So let's just do this quickly. Check out accessories and flip these up, and same with his head, since this will get in the way. And have the chest as well as the backpack. Then you tab that in together, tab the legs together, untab these panels, flip out the wheels, rotate the legs, and even the waist. Make sure these stay tabbed in. Tab the legs onto the backpack. Now we move on to the arms. Rotate them like this. There you go. Same for the other side. Tab the arms into place, like so. And then you just bring the legs over here, like that. Tab the doors in. And then we bring in this cartwheel, flip this panel in, and lug that. Make sure, yeah, there you go. And then you peg it into that hole in the chest. And there you have him in his vehicle mode. So now looking at the Crankcase in his off-road vehicle mode, and opinion sculpting on this is really great. So if you two actually told me this was a remold of Legacy Skids, I'd have a hard time believing you, because they actually look pretty different compared to each other. Anyways, so the color scheme here actually still pops with the black and blue, with some amount of color breakup. And I like how you can see there's a Decepticon logo in the middle here. That's pretty cool. Anyways, and it is kind of strange to use a glossy black paint for the clear plastic parts, because it just stands out compared to the semi-gloss black plastic. And I like how they even painted the rim silver. That's pretty cool. And yeah, and as you can see on the back, they actually molded in a spare tire with this interesting looking pattern. That's actually a carryover from the G1 toy. Pretty cool that they added that attention to detail. Oh, same with the canisters. It is kind of weird how they added this clear plastic window, because for one, he never had a window over here. It was literally just replaced with a lightning decal. It's still kind of strange that they removed that. Anyways, so he rolls fairly, he rolls fairly well, and you can just plug this weapon on the top or on the back. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say for the vehicle mode. Let's just move on to size comparisons now, shall we? Here we am comparing next to the Pinky Duo, as you can see right there. Here we am compared next to Battle Class Shockwave, as well as Studio Series Rise of the Beast Bumblebee, because he's also an off-road vehicle. And here we am compared next to Legacy Evolution Animated Prowl. Stand up, there you go. As well as Legacy Prime Universe Knockout. And here we am compared next to the Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Crankcase, as you can see right there. And here we am compared next to the Transformers Legacy Skids figure. And yeah, like I said earlier, completely different compared next to each other, with some minor exceptions. So yeah, there you go. Also, I actually like how the black hair actually blends in pretty well compared to the red feet. Yeah, not much else to say about that. So my real final thoughts on this figure: he's really good. The robot mode was really good. Transformation, albeit being pretty similar to Skids, is a bit more painful due to sometimes refusing to tap in. And the vehicle mode turns out to be pretty great. So yeah. And fun fact for you, friend, if you're wondering, he actually did get repainted into a Lorgans exclusive figure, that being Legacy Evolution Medics. Yeah, I'm not sure why they did that though. It is pretty weird, to be honest. But yeah, that's all I have to say. And this is basically it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now. Oh, I forgot. It's also the spooky month. Nice. Anyways, so happy spooky month, fellow people, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.